Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I want to thank you for tuning in to Up Close and Personal with Angela on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. Of course, I am Angela Thomas Smith. I am the founder of AALAC, the African American Author Literacy Awareness Campaign, where I truly believe in bringing awareness to brown authors all over this world. I am also the CEO of Aspiring Authors Magazines, where my desire is to bridge the gap between brown authors and to touch on topics that's affecting our brown community that people do not want to talk about. I tell you, it's always an honor and a pleasure to be able to bring amazing guests, amazing people upon my platform to be able to share with you guys. So I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to share this broadcast in your circle of influence, if you would. So I'm going to give you just a second and I'm going to let you share in your circle of influence because I'm telling you, I have an amazing guest. When I tell you this young lady is amazing, I can't even begin to tell you what all she do because she does a lot. Um, I'm just gonna move out the way because I feel like I will leave something out of the way if I begin to tell you what all she do. But I know one of her many hats is she's a pastor. Above all things, she's also a mother. Um, she's a author. I know that. I do know those three things. Um, so with that being said, I am going to bring up my guest and allow her to share just a little bit about herself. So how are you? How are you? How are you?
Oh,
And welcome, welcome, welcome.
hey, baby doll, how are you doing?
I am great. I am always great. Every chance I
I
get
know
to share an amazing individual with those that support me, I am great. So, how are you today?
you. I am as well, and you are genuinely authentic. The way that you allow people to come on a platform and just live out their purpose is amazing. I thank God for you. I thank God for the divine connection. God that He linked us up.
You know what? I was having this conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking about we was having a spiritual conversation this morning. I tell you, God has been really dealing with me
Mm-hmm.
for those that truly. Good morning, Andre Ware from Chicago. I thank you for tuning in. Another
Wow.
amazing author. He's an amazing author. Had
Wow.
the opportunity to share him across my platform. So I thank God for the opportunity. You know, I was telling him that I feel like I'm the most luckiest person in the world because, you know, I get the opportunity to share people and to share people's
That's beautiful.
testimony. And all I want people to do is to know that, no matter where you are in life, that you have a purpose, that you weren't just placed here, and we struggle to know that, we have purpose in life. And
Mm-hmm.
we wonder what it is, and we chase after this and we chase after this because people have told us this is what we should do, and this is what we
Right.
should have, and this is what because this is what has been passed down to us, that
That's
is
it.
given to us, that has been
That's it.
written for us instead of us writing our own, being the author of our own destiny because he's
Thank
given us
you.
that power. You know, I've been listening,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't afraid to share who I listen to and why I listen to people. I've been following
Yes.
Juanita Bynum for a long time. And when I tell you this lady has grown and developed and evolved, I
Yes.
say evolved,
Yes.
not just grown. She has
Right.
evolved, and I tell you
Evolve.
spiritually, she is connected. And when I tell you, when you can connect spiritually with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and you can and it's about spiritually connecting in that spiritual realm, no matter who you go to, every message that you get,
Yes.
it's the same. And it can be
Exactly.
coming. I mean, and it don't matter. Like, for example, of course, everybody know I'm a part of the Damon Network, and I shout out my
Yes.
family. My family, that's my family. I love my Damon
Hey.
Network. Shout
All
out.
right now.
And I want to tell everybody, if you will, please tune in tonight because our award ceremony is going to be tonight. We're going to be
Okay.
we're going to be honoring an amazing lady, Anna Waddell, who passed away, and we're going to be honoring her memory. We're going to be passing out the award for the host of the year. It's going to receive the Anna Waddell Award. Her
Oh,
sons are going to take part in this event. It's going to be a very, very special event. You know,
good.
I never had the opportunity to meet this lady. But when I tell you, when I leave here, I hope that I'm remembered just like her. Because this network,
Mm-hmm.
they have kept this amazing lady's memory alive.
Alive.
And I can feel her spirit every time they talk about her.
Beautiful.
And I don't even know her, never had the opportunity to meet her, but it feels like I've
Exactly.
known her all my life. And that's how I want people to remember me. You
Thank
know what I'm
you.
saying? When
Yes.
people talk of me, I want them to say, "Oh, I felt like I knew her and didn't know her."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And people don't understand that's impact.
Yes.
That's an impact. That
Yes.
means her life had an impact
It
on people,
did.
and
It
that it
did.
was not fake. It was authentic. It had to
Yes.
be authentic
Yes.
because it still lives on.
That's it.
It still lives
Legacy.
on.
That's a legacy. Mm-hmm.
It ain't about me, and I don't know why
Right.
God took me there, but I thank Him
That's
for
all
that.
right. You
Um, but I want you to share. I want people to know who you are because you are amazing. You are amazing,
thank you.
young lady. I had the opportunity to meet you. It's been what now? 2 months.
Yeah.
Seem
Been
like
about 2 months.
forever. Feel like
It
years.
does. Yeah. It seems like we've known each other, but that's how it is. I feel like I've known you for because we connected. And I should have known when it was getting so hard to get on. I was like, oh Lord, you about to do something. And then I remember that your second guest didn't even get on. So we just did the whole full hour just fellowshipping. And I had to go to service that morning. I was like, this is beautiful to fellowship before going into pastor. It uplifted me. And I thank God. And you are impacting. You are leaving a legacy. What you're doing right now is setting it. Well, it's already set the course for when you pass. But I just pray that you know right now that you are loved and appreciated, even now with what you're doing. You are. He is setting because you got a platform, but then he's putting you on other people's platforms where you are. You put stuff up that you want people to see. When they get a Monet, when they get some high priced art and it's original, they hang it up on the wall and nobody. It's just for you to see. It's just that painting just does what it's supposed to do, and that's you. I don't care what platform I see you on. I don't care what interview I see you on. You are just, they get the genuine Angela. And that's what's beautiful because you never change. You never switch up. You don't say, oh, I'm going to do this and then go back to what you used to do. You are tagging everybody, their mama and their dog. And I'm like, look at her. I don't think it's a selfish bone in your body. I don't think it's a jealous bone in your body. You are, here you go, here's the platform. Oh, here you go, here's you this opportunity. Here you go, this person is doing that. And I love how the queen of collaboration. That is rightly you. That is, I don't know if you self-proclaim yourself as such, but I love you, Angela. I truly do. I think it's an honor and a privilege to be here.
You know what? I really don't even know what to say. I thank God for I clearly I mean I thank God for allowing me to be a vessel
You
because
are.
for years I didn't understand this journey that I was on, but now I
I
understand.
feel you.
I
Mm-hmm.
wonder if I understood if I got it earlier, would I be able to be doing the things that I'm doing, and would I be impacting people like I am? But then now,
Mm-hmm.
today I get it. No, I wouldn't
Yeah.
because I
Right.
wouldn't have been able to experience some of the things that I experienced. So my journey had to be my journey. So
Yes.
I say that to somebody because we often wonder. Why we have to go through this, why we have to suffer through this, why we have to
Yes.
suffer through this, when it's clearly stated in the word, you know, if we read our word, you know, a lot of things we're gonna have to suffer. We're gonna have to
That's it.
suffer. But it's how you gonna what are you gonna do through your suffering? Are you
Yes.
gonna rejoice through your suffering? Are you gonna praise him
Yes.
anyway? Are you gonna do the things that you're supposed to do? Are you still
Right.
like with this pandemic? What this pandemic?
Man.
A lot of people that I was looking to for leadership and people that you know I was looking at that was you know supposed to been you know
Yes,
leaders
ma'am. Yeah.
and was looking to them, you know, I remember going in a group one day and this person just like they just falling apart and I'm going in their inbox and telling them if you don't get it together, if you don't, I said, where's your
Right.
faith?
Right.
How little faith? Where is your faith?
Right.
You
Mhm.
just told me you just got ordained as a deaconess.
Mhm. Mhm.
You supposed to be a leader.
Yep.
How is you leading somebody when you wavering?
You.
when
Yes.
when something come at you now look let me show you something
Show
ah
me.
let me
Show
show you
me.
something like let me show you something see I God gave me a look he been dealing with me with words
Uh
so he
huh. Gift.
this 12
Tell
of
me.
them he put
Uh huh.
12
And you.
12 of them this 12 of them right
Yes.
here so like
Mhm.
gift is one of
Mhm.
course you know life because we've shared life
Yep.
before
Yep.
help
Empower. Uh huh.
help is one
I got the help.
transform
Mhm.
motivate evolve
Mhm.
truths. Now,
Mhm.
truths on the back of a book too.
All right now.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
heal,
Mhm.
renew,
Mhm.
reset,
Mhm.
restore,
Mhm.
and restore is number. It's December,
That's what I was getting ready to say. Yeah.
and then a lot of
I
people ask
like
me. They
that.
say, a lot of people say, well, if he renew you, why would he reset you, then restore you? I said, well, let me tell you. I don't know why he would do it for you, but let me tell you why he
Mhm.
would do it for me. Because let me tell you about me. I can only tell you my journey, and I can only tell
Come
you what
through.
happened in my life. So let me tell you why he gave it to me that way. So that's why I put it in the calendar this way. So let me tell you what happened. So maybe you can get it. And if you don't
Right.
get it, maybe the next person to get it. But let me
Right.
tell you what he said for me. He said, "Now after I don't went through all this stuff, now he reminded me that he gave me a gift. I gave you a
Mhm.
gift.
Mhm.
That's January. Okay,
Yep.
now is you gonna use your gift to live life, or are you gonna let your gift stay dormant in you and let life
Right.
happen around you? Okay, now that's February.
That's February.
Now
Uh-huh.
February supposed to be Black History Month too. So now
Yeah.
you got to remind
Mhm.
that's the 1 month they give us. So they want
Yes.
you to, okay. So now
Yes.
that's the time. It's you gonna just stay right there where you at, or
Right.
you gonna wake up that life? Okay. So then you go
Right.
on and say, now I don't sent you help
Mhm.
already. It's in you. It's in you.
Yeah.
So are you ready to transform?
Jesus.
You ready to transform into what you supposed to be? Or you still gonna allow them to
No.
tell you who you is?
Right.
Okay. So now I gave you all the motivation.
Mhm.
Motivate. I don't
Uh-huh.
gave
There you
y'all the
go.
motivate. We
There you
on
go.
May now. I gave y'all the motivation you need. So you
Yes.
don't need nobody to affirm you. You don't need nobody to validate you. You don't need nobody. All the motivation you got don't came to you January through
Yes.
May. So here it is right here. So now you got it. So now go ahead. Now you ready to evolve?
Mhm.
You ready to evolve? Own your truth. Own your truth. So you can walk in your power.
Yes.
Okay, now when you walk in your power, that's when healing comes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ha ha. So now
Yes,
that you
ma'am.
are healed, you can be renewed. You can be renewed. That's when he can renew your mind. He can renew your
Mm.
heart. And then when he
Jesus.
renew both of them, it'll line up with your soul. That means he can
That's
go deep
it.
down in the pits
Yes. In
where it all
inside.
started to your Noah. Whew.
Mm, mm, mm,
That's
mm, mm.
why he say renew you. And then when he
Renew.
renew you, when he renew you, He reset you to get you
Reset.
back on your Jeremiah 29 and
That's
11, get you back on
it.
the plan that he said he had for you.
Yes.
Okay, then when he gets you there, he can restore you
For you.
to where you're supposed to be, where you left off at. He gave me that for 12 months.
That's all right there, Angela.
Hmm.
That was inspired by God. Yes.
You know what?
One right
And
after
he
the
just
other.
be dropping, and that's how he set it up. He
Mm-hmm.
told me to put it in a calendar like that. And
Mm-hmm.
he gave me some more words, but he said, do these 12.
Yes.
Do these 12. I ain't nobody. I don't hold no titles. I don't walk in nothing. But you know what? I thank God. I thank God that this little space that I got, this little room, because I do everything in here. I had church up in here this morning by myself. He
Right.
ministered to me before
Right.
I could even do any kind of conference call, any kind of anything. Tears, boohoo tears, snot running out of nose, falling on the floor, had to lay out kind of morning.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Don't
Yeah.
even care who know it. Don't even
Yes.
care. I don't
That's how
care.
it's supposed to be.
But you know what I did in the privacy of my
Intimacy.
own home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Intimacy with God. That's what it is. Because when
Let
you
me
got
tell you
that,
something.
woo,
People don't understand. People don't understand. Because let me tell you something. And it's been ringing in my spirit. Been ringing in my spirit. Just been ringing in my spirit. Just been ringing in my spirit. Do not give up.
no.
Like, you know, went through all this, suffer through all this, went through all
Mm-hmm.
this, went through all this. Enemy keep coming at you, keep coming at you, keep coming at you, keep
Yep.
coming at you with this. And I don't know who it's for, but do not give up. It's a message.
Don't.
Do not give up. Do not give up. Do
Yes.
not give up. Do not give up, because God has not given
Yes.
up on you. How I
Yes.
know? Because he didn't give up on me. Look at me.
Right.
Look at me. I could have been dead or gone. I don't know how many times the enemy tried to take me out of here. Car accidents. I'm talking about literally, I was in a car accident. I had a Geo tracker, one of the newer ones, and
Uh-huh.
I had went to take my friend to work, and I was getting on the expressway. This when they first started building up Camp Creek over there by the airport, and I was
Mm-hmm.
getting on the expressway. My pastor had a stroke, and she was in the hospital, and I had been staying with her at the hospital. And that time, God had been dealing with me then, and I was still running. But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I took time to go and stay with my pastor and to pray over my pastor, because my pastor meant something to me.
Yes.
And even though I went where I was supposed to be, God still used me.
Yes.
Because I remember that night when I went down, after the wreck, it wasn't no wreck, because God, let me tell you how good God is. When I went to get on the expressway and I lost control of my vehicle, I don't even know what happened. But I lost control of
Wow.
my vehicle, and I remember my car. I remember, and can't nobody tell me different. I remember sitting on the side like this, and my car sitting up on two wheels, and I said, Jesus, I've totaled another car. That's what I said. And when my car stopped spinning, it landed. I was facing a tractor trailer and another car, and the lady was standing outside, and she said, ma'am, are you okay? She said, move your car out the road. She said, because she said, they're going to want to start coming. And she said, once I move my car, she said, they're going to start coming. She said, and I want to make sure that you're safe out the road. She said, so move
Right.
out of the
Right.
road. So when I got to the side of the road, I looked at my car. There was not a scratch on my car. I looked at
What?
when a scratch on my car, the tire had come off the rim. The tire had come off the rim. That was the only thing that had happened to my car. There was another time that I saw
Oh
the
my
hands of God.
God.
There was another time that I saw the hands of God. But you know what? I wasn't even in tune enough to even know that God was moving just then. But let me tell you, he said, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna show you some more. So I get on down to the hospital. I go on home. I had to leave my car on side the road because I couldn't drive it. My god sister came and picked me up. We going home. So I drop her off and I go on to the hospital because I was determined to stay at the hospital. So that night I could not sleep. So I'm up praying on the side of my pastor bed, and her son-in-law is home praying at the same time. And I'm praying and I'm standing over her bed praying, and I could feel the presence of somebody. Like somebody was standing there with me praying. The very next day, he comes to the hospital, and we are me and him and her having this conversation. And when we talking, and he talking, I'm talking about he excited. He talking about because he knew to this walk, but he moving so fast. And I'm talking about God is using him so mightily because he's a teacher.
Yes.
So he research a lot, he read a lot, and he study because he teaches. So God is using him, and I'm seeing how God is using him. Like people that don't know me, they don't know that I sit back. I'm a seer. Put that out there, so they know.
Mm-hmm.
So people
Yep.
don't. So for people that don't know, um,
Yeah.
they'll catch it tomorrow. But
Not
so
tomorrow.
I sit back, and I watch, and couldn't understand why when she first got sick, when she first had the stroke. Now and everything started happening in threes. It was she had the stroke on a Wednesday, according to the doctors. She didn't go to the
Mm-hmm.
hospital until Friday. She drove her sister around on Thursday. She went to the hospital and her kids took her to the hospital on Friday. So when I got the call at work on Friday night, I was working. I was a manager at a clothing store then, so I was working at the mall. Matter of fact, they called me and they was like, "Grandma not doing good." So I was like, "Okay." Immediately, my spirit said, "She's okay. It's not for you. It's for the people."
Right.
I didn't understand it,
Right.
so I didn't say nothing. I said, "Okay." So we went on. They kept telling me every day they would come home with a message. They would come home, and this went on for a couple of days because I remind you, on the third day, I went down to the hospital that evening. I got off work probably about 6 or 7 o'clock, so I went down to the hospital. I was one of the last people to go in the room, so it was probably about 4 or 5 of us in there. But I let everybody go before me because something just said, well, it wasn't something. The spirit just say, sit there, let everybody go.
Right.
Because what I'm about to do, everybody don't need to see.
Yeah.
I went in the room. They've been telling me, ain't nobody been understanding nothing that she's been saying. Ain't nobody been holding no conversation on that night. They've put her in the nursing home. Like literally, she's in the nursing home. Like literally, like if man, I'm telling you, you know how you people they say um people don't put you already in the grave before you die.
Yeah.
Literally like that.
Yeah. That's what
That's
they
what
were
it
doing.
was.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it was. So when I walk in the room, I literally had just walked in the room and I stopped, and they just started moving around, and she got up off the bed. Somebody that they getting ready to put in, she got up. She
Mm-hmm.
said she took 3 steps and stopped right directly in front of me. She said the Spirit of the Lord said walk.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said. Everybody else acting like they didn't understand what she said. I
Uh-huh.
understood. I understood her clearly.
Perfectly.
Same thing happened with my brother when my brother was in a coma for 4 months, and they said if my brother woke up, they said he was going to be a vegetable.
Wow.
This was right there in Anderson, South Carolina. They said if my brother woke up, he was going to be a vegetable. Because let me tell you, somebody left my brother on the side of the road for dead. Left my brother for dead. My brother was already paralyzed from the waist down. Now my brother's paralyzed from the neck down. But let me tell you how good my God is. For the people that left my brother for dead and left him on the side of the road,
Oh my God.
my brother's still here today. Let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
My brother is still here today. My brother may not be 100%. My brother is still here today because God had purpose for his life. Even though you and y'all was in y'all mess, and I understand that. And I know they souls deal with them right now.
Yeah.
My brother just had to have another leg taken off. But my brother's still here.
Mm-hmm.
Until God is finished with him, he will be here. And that's what I'm trying to get people to know. It's about your soul. Your soul got to be right. It
Right.
ain't about this flesh. It ain't about this because
Right.
he would take every piece of it. He want the
Girl.
spirit. He want the spirit, and people don't even understand.
Yes. That's what it's
People
about.
don't understand that these physical bodies, that is parenting.
Yeah.
And they don't even understand, because a lot of people don't even understand what their word is. We throw it around so much we don't even understand what their word is.
Right. Mhm.
But they got to understand that the spiritual connection is light and sound.
Yeah.
They'll never understand because it ain't something that you can see. And I ain't always understood everything. And I'm
Right.
still learning every day. I get a
Every
revelation,
day.
and God, see, God has to reveal these things to you. It
Yes.
ain't something that a book is going to tell you, and it ain't something that somebody's going to tell you. So it's got to be the relationship that you have with him, that
Thank
you
you.
get through the book, and that you get through the teachings that you receive from other people. But
Yes.
see, God going to tell you what to receive from this person, what to receive from that person, what to receive from that person. And he'll tell you, just like the lady said, she say, you can be with a crackhead. They could be smoking crack or whatever. They could be coming, they could just came out the bar or whatever. If he
Yep.
want to use them to give you a word,
He gonna use
you better
them.
receive it.
And
You
have.
you better receive it. And that's why you gotta know. You gotta know the
Yeah.
voice of God. And you gotta know
Yeah.
when God is speaking. You
Right.
gotta know when he's speaking. If you're
Right.
not in tune, if you're not studying your word, if you're not reading, just like my station owner, because everybody know I I grew up in the church. My pastor, my great grandfather was a pastor. Everybody in my family is ministers and evangelists and all that. But still, I ain't always been in church.
Mhm.
I done read the Bible about 4, 5 times, but that don't mean that I know the Bible.
Right.
And people like to throw scripture at me sometime. Okay, you ain't got to throw it at me because I'm gonna tell you if I don't know. So my station
Exactly.
on like he's like, you crazy girl. He was like, cause you don't mind telling nobody when you don't know something. And he'll
Right.
start a scripture and I'll be like, I don't know that one.
I don't know. Yep. Exactly.
I don't know. And
Mhm.
I'm not finna sugarcoat it. I'm not finna lie. I don't know. Teach me. I
Right.
don't know it, so teach me. I want to know because you know what? I want to live right because I want to be able to. I don't want to be able to come on these shows and just talk. When people see me, I want them to be able to see the life that I'm living.
Exactly.
I don't want it to just be words rolling off my mouth
Right.
and words rolling out these books. I want you to, when you see me on these lives, I want you to, in my environment, I want you to see evidence
Right.
of my life. Life is love, inspiration,
Yes.
fear of God,
Yes.
educate, empower, and encourage. And I want you to
Yes.
be able to see all of that in me, in everything that I do.
And we do.
It ain't a game, and people think it's a
Right.
game. And
Yeah.
we still, and you still let me do all the talking.
No, honey. I needed that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. At
This
the
is supposed to
right
be about
word,
you, Miss
at the right time, though.
Stephanie.
And it's still about me, though, because you uplifted me. You are edifying me. You are building.
So you have helped me. And that's one of the things as a leader, we need that because a lot of times when we're leading, people thinking that we're okay because we are leading, when many a times we need a word ourselves because we are always pouring out. We are always pouring out. No, I needed to be filled up today. I needed that life. I needed that motivation. I needed that truth. I needed that help that I could be restored. God knew exactly what he was doing when he connected us and when he set this interview up. And he knew that the things that you said would be like the pieces of a puzzle as you put them together, and that I would be built up so that I could go forward. Because during this time, we're in warfare. Warfare is coming so hard. And as you said, you admit, okay, well, I didn't know that was in there. But the fact is, you know him. You're
Seeking him. We don't know and I tell people that now, even as a pastor is in that word, but I know the word of God. I know him. I know what he's doing. I know how he lifts me up. I know how he uses me. And today he needed you to pour into me. This is more than just me talking about what I got going on, because that's good and that's fine. But like you said, it ain't about me. He needed you to speak those words so that I could be built up. And I felt it. I felt it. I felt the strength. I felt the power, because as a leader, as I said, sometimes over me to pour in. And like I said, those words, life, health, truth, renew, restore, all of that. Because as an author, as a pastor, as a poet, as a comedian, as an MC, as a publicist, you are always on the go. We are always pouring out. It felt good to sit there and just receive what you said. That testimony, how it wasn't nothing with the car, but the tire came off the rim. That ain't nobody but God. I needed to hear that. I feel I'm not even a water drinker, but I felt like I
And
just had a
people don't even
refreshing glass.
understand. People just
Yes,
don't understand.
yes, this is real.
If
God
I
knows
can just
exactly
get
what he's doing.
people that understand, they don't
He knew
understand.
exactly what he was doing when we set this up. He knew that I needed you. He knew that I needed you. So it is still me, but it's you assisting your sister, helping your sister. No, I needed to hear that. I needed all that. I feel so much better because I'm telling you, I was dragging. It was a little rough even getting up this morning. I didn't even get to sleep until after 6 this morning. So much on my mind, so many people going through, so many people pulling to where sometimes I can't even answer the phone. And I'm like, Lord, if it's important, to speak to me and let me know to grab this phone. But many a times
And
people are
people
just
don't
speaking,
understand. That's what I'm. That's
girl,
what I want. People don't understand. That's what I'm trying to get people
girl.
to understand. They see us.
Mm-hmm. Thinking we got it all together, Angela. Thinking we got it all together, not knowing. That song by Hezekiah Walker, I need you. You need me. I need you like you need me. But people don't look at it like that. They were, you're a pastor, you're a minister, you're this. Baby, no. This is a body. We are a body. A body works together. If I stub my toe, my hand reaches down to grab my foot. Like we are hurt. That's what I'm fairly checking on people. And I can count on my hands the one that check on me. And it's like, Lord, just keep me focused because you know, and you know who to put in my life. And today was you encouraging me. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay, we know that I'm an author. Okay, we know that I'm a pastor, but he know what Stephanie needed. And he know Angela Thomas Smith had it. And you just had to give it to me right here. Nah, honey, we ain't apologizing for none of this because I'm so very good. Oh my God, I'm so very good. I'm ready to run right now. I needed you. I needed to hear that.
And the internet,
You,
acting funny right now too.
uh-huh. Of course, every time we come together, every time I've noticed that. I've noticed that, and I'm like, okay, it is what it is. But you already got the word out because you already, oh my God, you
I'm,
already impacting. You already
I'm
impacting.
over, just over here in tears because people don't get it, you know.
No.
And it's just like
Baby, you go
I'm
ahead
telling
and
you,
bless
I'm telling you,
him.
like that word that just kept ringing. Like I want to tell you, don't give up. But let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you, this is what kept ringing, and I wrote this down. So this ain't nothing. Look, these are notes, and you see this. This
I
is
know.
already down. So
Yes, baby.
this is understanding the truth. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? This is stuff that
Mm-hmm.
I already wrote, so it ain't nothing that we just coming up with. And
Yes.
so we talked about sound and light. Don't give up is what I wrote, and I kept writing it down because that's what kept ringing in my spirit. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. And then God didn't give up on you,
Right.
so don't give up. And say, He's your answer
Mm-hmm.
today.
Mm-hmm.
He's your way out.
Yep. Every time.
He's your way out. He's your answer.
Every
Don't give up.
time.
And sometimes I think, all I do, the sacrifices that I make for a lot of people, it seems like it goes unappreciated. I get called racist. I get I get so much, and people don't understand because people think that I got a team of people. People think that I have teams of people.
I
And they
know.
don't understand that a lot of the stuff that they see, it's me.
Yes, ma'am. I know.
But I do what I do because I have passion.
Yes, ma'am.
Today has been an unusual day for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what God is getting ready to do, but when I get like this, He always do something amazing
Yes, yes.
because it does not be, you know, when I cry and I get this way, it seems like I'm at a place of I know God is getting ready to break something
Yes,
in a good way, and
yes.
I'm just waiting for it to manifest. And I be at a place where I be trying to get people to understand, and I be trying to get people to get there so they can receive the manifestation, so that manifestation can manifest in their life.
Right,
Because a lot of us, we got our hands out. We waiting for something to drop out the sky, and it's not dropping.
right.
It's not gonna drop
That's
because it's
exactly
already in you.
in.
You know what? Let me tell you
Mm.
something. I was talking to Ben Ake. He's one of the writers from Africa, from Nigeria,
Okay.
and he calls me mom. I call him one of my sons,
Oh,
and he's over a youth ministry, and he can sing too. I didn't know he could do all this. He's very talented, like you. But we were talking one day, and I forgot what we was talking about, but let me tell you, God began to reveal some things to me. Like, you know how a lot of us we struggle with our healing. We struggle with
mm-hmm.
receiving that, by his stripes we are healed, by the blood of Jesus. So
Yes,
we looking at the red, but not understanding that the blue blood, if you look at your veins, your veins is blue. You look at your veins is blue. So your healing
right,
is already running through you. You just got to
right.
know that it's received. It's already running in the
Yes,
blood of Jesus is running in you, because when he said
yes.
he left the comforter for you, how else could he leave the comforter for you if it's not running in you? What never really leaves your body?
Oh, somebody
What
trying to
never
call me.
really
I didn't
leaves your body
know how
is
to
your
stop it.
blood. That's what it is.
Yes.
And I was me and Ben had church the other day. He was all the way in Africa, and I was right here. We had church. But God revealed he been revealing some stuff. But we've been out here talking the whole 38. God been ministering for a whole 38 minutes. But I want them to know about
Yes.
your new book that released, and I'm gonna have to get you on one of my other platforms so we can really share you. Uh, but when God moves, we have to let Him move. Sometimes when the Spirit moves, you have to let the Spirit move.
Right.
And I'm not ashamed. I'm authentic, and I'm me. So He just had His way today, and I know how to yield to the Spirit. So that's what I had to do today. I thank you for coming on today and sharing with me.
Honey.
But I do want you to share about your
Thank you.
book, and share how those that are tuned in and those that will hear this replay, how they can get in contact with you, how they can follow you, how they can come over and support your
Okay.
platform.
Okay. You can hear me clearly still?
I can.
Okay.
I can hear you.
My earbuds went out, but I can still hear you. Okay. The book is called Therapy because I had dealt with a lot and dealt with it. I had dealt with a lot in 40 years, but I hadn't dealt with it. As you had said, that inner healing, the dealing with the issues, allowing God to move. I did not do that. But as I wrote this book, I had punched my mom in the face in anger, went to jail, assault and battery. Um, as I sat in the jail cell, I got set free. And after I got out, I wrote the book. And as I wrote that book, put on the pages. So it's a lot that I wrote that is not well known. People don't know that about me. They didn't know I went through it. It's stuff, in the Black families. It's what goes on in the house stays in the house, or what goes on in the family and the generation stays with us. No, that ugly went out on the pages. So it's a lot that has been revealed that was never talked openly about. It is what it is. It's ugly. It's down to the nitty gritty. But I got it off of me. I got fully healed, and I've started writing the second book, which I don't even have a name for, because now I'm walking in healing. And so, as you go forward, he reveals the other issues that you're dealing with, some that are rooted more deeply that you might not know about. And so the second book is already being written. It's to me, it's uglier than the first, because these are dealing with me. Before, it was what was done to me. It was with me and my estranged mom, my dad not being my biological dad. I mean, it was so much, but I got it off of me and onto paper in a book. I cannot wait until you guys read it. I can't wait until I hear about what you thought, because it's not the cute book. It's not the book that's going to have you like patting me on the back and praising me, because some of the things that I did, some of the things that were done to me, some of the ways that I retaliated. I mean, but it is what it is. And even as a pastor, I'm like, wow, the fact that you even chose me, God, is amazing, because I wouldn't even think that I was qualified. But God calls, he qualifies, he sets up in the areas where he knows it will be purposeful and successful. And I'm just obedient. And so the book is called Therapy. My email for the book Therapy is therapy2020, therapy2020, the number is 2020 at gmail.com. And I'm Stephanie Johnson Rice. You can find me on Facebook at Stephanie Johnson Rice. You can find me on Instagram at step, then the number one, then child. And my number is 864-762-1485. If you need to reach me directly, you'll probably have to leave a voicemail. I am everywhere. I am like Angela. Our schedules are bananas, but I will get back to you in due time. Sometimes it's not as fast as you would like, but it is what it is. But releasing that book has set me free. It's made me look at myself. It's made me see even in areas where I thought somebody else was at fault and I wanted to blame them, but it wasn't them. It was me.
Amen.
How I dealt with it,
Amen.
how I responded to it. You got to own up. You got to be accountable. And so
Well,
that's it in a nutshell. Therapy. I got
I
healed.
tell you, I have truly been blessed on today. God has truly moved throughout this 42 minutes. If you guys have missed this, I want to urge you to go back and catch the replay and replay this. If you know somebody that may be going through, if you know someone that may be struggling, if you know someone that may be
Yes.
depressed, if you know someone that just may be feeling down, that just may be feeling any type of way,
Right.
they need to hear this broadcast.
Yes.
Because I'm going to tell you what, God loosed some things and he dealt with some things. And in order for things to be revealed, he had to deal with the revealer too.
Yes.
So know that.
Yes.
So I received my healing during this
I love
this show today. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
Bless
Those tears that I was crying was tears of joy, because I thank God. Because
yes.
I appreciate the fact that I understand that this journey is just journey.
Yeah.
It's my journey. It's
Yes.
my journey, and I got to own this journey, and I got to do what I can do in my power to make it the best journey, so that those that are coming after me, they'll know what to do.
Yes.
They'll know what to do.
Yes.
We can't keep turning blind eye. We can't keep turning the deaf ear. We can't keep acting like things are not happening, things are not taking place.
Woo. You right.
We can't keep doing it. We can't keep doing it. We have to own up. We got to own up to it. We got to own up to them truths. We got to own up to them, and you got to walk into them. If you fall, it's okay. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep on going.
Yes.
You'll never know what you can do if you don't try.
Exactly.
And you can't keep wanting somebody to do something for you, because it's not going to happen like that.
Right.
You got to want something for yourself.
Yes.
People not going to keep giving you stuff. People not going to keep handing stuff out there.
Right.
Because you know what? People, I'm going to tell you what people saying. This is what other people are saying. We've been giving for years. For years, that's what they say. We've been giving for years. But what have they done with what we've been giving?
Right.
So
Lord,
now that you've been receiving, so I'm just going to speak for me. I've been receiving all these years. For 45 years, I've been receiving. All that I received, I'm putting into action.
There you go.
I'm not finna keep sitting on it. If you follow me, you follow me. If you don't, you don't.
No,
you know what? I'm not going to lose no sleep.
That's it.
No sleep at all. But if you don't want to follow me, all you got to do is delete me. You ain't even got to be on my page. And it's just that simple. Because you know what? I'm going to speak the truth. And if you don't want to hear it, you can go. Bye-bye.
Yep.
It's just that simple.
That is it.
Because I'm telling you, I want to live a life. Love, inspiration, fear of God.
Yes.
Educate, empower, and encourage.
Yes.
And if you don't know, look, get your calendar. And I got the book coming.
Yes, I know.
I got the book coming. So you can get the book too. You can get the calendar to hang on your wall so you can be reminded of these words. You can be reminded of these words. And then if you want to tune in to the show, I got the show coming too. Motivational Mondays will be here January the 4th from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Every Monday. I'm going to have a different encourager, different motivation, different influencer come on there. And it's in the calendar. It tell you every Monday who's going to be on there. You see? It tell you who's going to be on there. I think you're going to be on there one month. Let me see what month you're going to be on there. I can't see right now. But one month you're going to be on there. So it's got them.
I'm in March.
It got them highlighted. Whatever. Let me see what I can tell you. You say you in March.
I'm in
March. So you're on March the 8th. There you go right there. You March 8th.
Yep, because my birthday the 24th. That's how I remember. Yep.
You March 8th. It's right there. So it tells you every week who's gonna be on there. What Monday each guest is gonna be on there all the way up to August because I'm booked up to August. So I didn't book past August. People stopped signing up. After August, I say, you don't want to come be a motivation on my show? Then oh well, you ain't got to come be a motivation on my show because by the time I get to August, the ones
you gonna have
already, everybody that's done been on there before gonna want to come back. So you know what? I'm just gonna let them come back.
Yes,
and they just gonna take the rest of the year out. And the new people, if you ain't already been on the show, you're not gonna be able to come on the show. That's how that's gonna be.
That's it.
That's how
I'm down.
I'm changing up some stuff for 2021. See. When people tell you, people really show themselves to you. Yeah. You have to sit back and watch. And they will reveal themselves to you. People reveal themselves. And sometimes you have to be the calm, humble person. See, I ain't always been that humble person. I've been that person that flew off the handle, that always had something smart to say.
Me too.
Somebody that always wanted to come back. Somebody that always wanted the last say, that just thought I knew everything. That was me. And I'm not, and let me put this out there too, because don't think I'm weak.
Right.
Because I'm humble, don't think I'm weak. Because if you get in your flesh,
thank you.
If you get in your flesh, I know how to still handle you in my spirit, but I know how to handle your flesh.
There you go.
So you play with it if you want to.
There you go.
That's for that person that think that they can try me because I'm on the spiritual walk.
Yes.
Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Because I ain't all the way there yet.
We got
Put that out there too.
You got it. You can handle it. They know. Them spirits know.
I'm gonna stop. Look, I'm gonna stop because I got to get ready for my next guest.
Oh yes, you do. Thank you.
I know some people probably know deleted me by now, but you know what? I keep it real.
Yes, but I love
keep it real on all of my platforms, everywhere I go. Because I want authentic people following me. I want people that follow me because they want to know the truth.
Yes.
Because they want to be healed. Because they want to be delivered. And because they want to evolve. And because they want to walk in their power. Because you know the people that I follow, that's what they're doing. They're
Right.
walking in their power. They want
Mm-hmm.
to evolve. They're
Mm-hmm.
walking in their truth. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
that's
I
what I
do.
want to do.
Yes.
That's
Well,
what I
I
want to do.
thank you. You
That's
done blessed
exactly
me,
what I
baby.
want to
You
do.
done blessed me. You done
So
blessed me.
yeah.
I thank you. I love you. I love you dearly.
No, thank you. Thank
Woo!
you. Thank you for being.
Woo!
Okay, y'all. I'm sorry about that. So I got kicked off again. So we do have technical issues sometimes, but I did get kicked off. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and end this interview because Stephanie got kicked off too, and it is almost time for me to end because I do have another interview coming up in the 1 p.m. at at 1 o'clock at the 1 o'clock hour. If you would please join me back here in about 9 minutes. I have an amazing guest that's going to be sharing with me. I thank you guys for all of your support. If you would please share this broadcast with someone that need to be motivated, that need to be encouraged, that need to be inspired, because I tell you, God truly moved on today. And I don't take it lightly, the things that he's doing across my platform. And those that follow me, I don't want you to take it lightly either. Know that you have a purpose and there's a reason why you are connected to this platform, and do not take it lightly. I want you to take advantage of every opportunity that knocks at your door. um, I thank you guys for all your support. I thank you for all your love. I thank you for all your genuineness. For everyone that support me on a constant basis. If you can tonight, y'all, tonight is a very special night for me over on Damon Network. I'm going to be narrating our award ceremony tonight. If you can tune in at 9:30 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio, this is a very special occasion on tonight. This is the very first time that a woman host has narrated this very special event. If you can come over, support us tonight. We're going to be giving away some awards to some amazing hosts. The Lifetime Achiever Award, Linear Host of the Year Award. We have the Anna Waddell Award, which is one of the most prestigious awards on our network. Um, it's going to be given away tonight. If you guys would please support me and come over, if you can call in to 516-453-9133, join the ceremony. If you want to ask questions at the end, we're going to open it up. You can ask questions. You can congratulate the recipients. But if you just want to support me, please call in and support me tonight. I would truly, truly appreciate it. Like always, I thank you guys for all that you do. I love you. I love you with the love of Christ. And I pray that you have a blessed day. If you can, please tune back in the 1 o'clock hour. I will be up with another amazing author. She's going to be sharing her journey to walking in purpose and her journey to becoming an author. So if you could, please tune in. I got to go. I love you guys. Be blessed.